you how to filter large data sets in Excel. So here we have a large data file that contains information for roughly 3,700 rows of data. And this data contains different countries across the world, as well as a handful of economic indicators for each country. And this data spans the years 1970 to 2013. But for this file, we want to find only the gross domestic product numbers for this list of countries for the years 2000 to 2013. Now, right off the bat, we can see there's a problem because this list of countries is all located in one cell, which means we won't be able to cell reference. But there's an easy fix to that. Selecting the cell that contains all of the country names, we're going to go up to Data, Text to Columns, select Delimited, which is going to separate the names based on a certain text indicator. In this case, we want to select comma and then hit finish. As you can see, all of the country names have been broken out into their own columns, but if you can see, there's a space between the beginning of the cell and the beginning of the country name, and that's going to pose issues when we're matching later on. So there's a quick fix to this. We can do trim, select the country, lock it in. So on a Mac, I'm holding down the FN button, clicking F4 twice to lock in that row, hitting enter, and then dragging across to cover all of our countries. And there you can see no spaces before or after the country name now. Only spaces if the country name contains a space within it, such as United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United States. Now we can go ahead and use our match function. So I'm going to insert a couple of columns here, create a matching column that I'm just going to call countries. Now we're going to use our match function. So hit equals, type in match. And first we need the lookup value. So we're looking only for the countries in this list. So we're going to select the first cell in the list. Then we need our lookup array, which is the list of countries we just separated and trimmed. Select those, and again, I want to lock these in, so I'm going to hold down Fn and push F4 once. If you're on a PC, you don't need to hold down the Fn, you can just hit F4. And then for match type, we want 0 because we want an exact match. Now when you hit enter and double click to send them all down, we see we get NA for a lot of these. And that simply means that those countries aren't located on our list of interest. But you can see that Argentina is, and so we see the relative position on our list. Argentina is the first country on our list. But that's not really helpful so far. So now we're going to add is number to it. And this is going to give us a true or false whether or not there is a number in this column. So for Argentina, for instance, there is a number 1 in the column. That's going to return true. For Afghanistan, there's an NA. That's going to return false. As you can see, we can easily identify now the countries that are of interest. Argentina is true. Armenia, we aren't concerned with, so that's false. Which this is going to set up easy filtering now. So selecting the column headers for all of the columns that contain data, I'm going to go up to sort and filter, select filter. Right off the bat, I know I can look only for GDP. So I'm going to click this select all, it unselects, and I'm going to select only gross domestic product and exit out. As you can see, now we have the GDP for all of the countries on our list. But we don't want all of the countries, we only want a handful. So this is where our true and false list comes in handy. We're going to unselect all and select only trues. And that's going to give us our list of desired countries up here. So now I am going to hit Command Shift asterisk on a Mac, Command asterisk on a PC, Command C to copy. I'm going to paste it in our final reports tab. But for paste, we're going to say keep source column widths. Now, this is data from 1970 to 2013, but as you recall, we only are interested in figures from 2000 to 2013. So we can go ahead and delete all of the columns up through 1999. And now we have 2000 to 2013 listed. Moving forward, we can go ahead and get rid of indicator names. We know these are all GDP figures. And we can get rid of this true and false list. We were just using that to easily filter the countries of interest. Now we need to know what this list is. So let's insert a couple of rows and add a title, which we can copy and paste from our original data set. So moving forward, all we need to do is make this a pretty looking report that we would be happily putting on our manager's desk. So if you click Command Shift right arrow, you'll select all of the column headers, and we're just going to go here and underline them. Then if we go here, Command Shift down, Command Shift right, we can right align them. And I want to alter the data a little, so I'm going to click Command 1. Go to Custom. I want to show this in terms of millions. So up here, if I type a comma, you can see that our number was divided by 1,000. And if I hit another comma, it was divided by 1,000,000. But now I need my column headers to display that they're in millions. So we'll go here, Command Shift right, Command 1, go to Custom again, where you see General, type in 0, so we can keep the country or the years in the columns. And then we're going to hit opening quote, space, $, capital M, closing quote. So now you can see it's the year 2000 in millions of dollars. Now for countries, I think I would like these to be left aligned. And there you have it, a beautiful, easy to read spreadsheet that doesn't remove any of our original data. Thank you for watching.